as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First play, and Young is going to throw it.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
10 seconds. Ready?
Young to throw it.
Again, that's Hurst.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
In motion is Chenault.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Young on 3rd down.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but the defender couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tuesday.
Now it's Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific a week ago with a win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check 59, cover.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Chart the motion man right.
On the ball. On the ball.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
97. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Smith. Flushed out right.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go flip her up. Flip her up. Indy. Middle.
Now Geno.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That throw by Young incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Okay, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Metcalf motions left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Hey, here we go. Sunday. 13 in.
And going right back to Walker.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hold.
From the gun, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball is released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
5, 6. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes,
there he goes, right side.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this?
And finally marked down at the 23.
122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
and when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
That's going to be caught. It's Shimon. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
23 yards on the play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deion Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, trio left.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's Young. He'll buy some time right.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down.
Now a first down throw for Young, eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Black ultra. Blaster. Six. Ready?
From the red zone now, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Ready up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Fight. Play. Cover 38. Eagle blue. Ready?
Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Flush to his right. And he's got Hurst as tight end. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now Gino on 1st down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Having their
As we'll
way,
see you
it's
back
not
over
likely
to
they'll need to be doing a
Orlando
whole
with our
lot
EA
at
Sports
halftime.
halftime
But
report.
the defenses
Here's
are
Jonathan
definitely in need
Coachman.
of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
13X, 13X.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On 1st down, it's Smith.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
52. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 1st and 10, Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The end result, 21 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, it's out. Smith lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. 208 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 1.
Another run with Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they get the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young. They'll roll him out right.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready?
From the 43, here's second down and 8. shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
It's Young off play action. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, 31 yards. And the Panthers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Geno. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. On the move past the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And some room to work. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 71 yards. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Smith. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Smith to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
You did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go, set.
Young on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Down.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
there's a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they're into the win column now as they move to one season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.